FT Derpy is a Roblox YouTuber and Twitter influencer with over 100,000 followers in total. He would first create his YouTube channel back in late February of 2013 named Derpy. He then created his Twitter account back in November of 2015, with his account gaining over 70,000 followers over time. If you're an active member of Twitter and are a viewer of the Roblox Twitter community, I'm sure you've seen this guy at least once or twice in your timeline. In his prime, he was one of the most popular Roblox Twitter influencers out there, with some of his posts having tens of thousands of likes and hundreds of retweets. His more popular tweets consisted of memes, Roblox news, or misleading giveaways. Another component for his major success is that he was a very talented artist. He actually made Scrimzox's iconic clown profile picture when that channel was a thing, and he also made one of Parlo's profile pictures for his Twitter account. Both of those YouTubers have at least 100,000 subscribers and are way bigger influencers than FT Derpy. Plus, he even made thumbnails for a couple of my videos. But overall, this was a good way to get more notoriety for his artistic talents, and eventually, he was verified by Twitter. This was a big jump for Derpy. At the time, he was noticed by some of Roblox's biggest creators such as Flamingo, who has around 12 million subscribers on YouTube. He would then take this opportunity and open up commissions for high effort thumbnails, profile pictures, etc. But all of this fame would not only get him clout on Twitter, but on YouTube as well, as on December 2nd of 2019, he would make his first YouTube video which would garner over 100,000 views. This video's topic is Roblox music codes, which was more of a popular thing back then. Since this was a trendy meta for Roblox content creation at the time, Derpy took advantage of this by milking it, but surprisingly, after just 8 videos, his channel gained over 1.2 million views in total. One thing that got him immense fame on YouTube was his Twitter account in which he would promote his channel on. Since his Twitter account had tens of thousands of followers at the time, his YouTube channel would then become an instant success, with his Derpy YouTube account gaining over 32,000 subscribers. Derpy's end goal was to take over as many social media platforms as he could, like Instagram, TikTok, etc., which was actually working quite well for the time being. His career was doing amazing. This would then be followed by a Roblox game developed by himself, a user named Cole, and someone named Vintage Toys and More, back in May 15th of 2022. They were affiliated with each other in a Roblox group named Epic Simulators, which would gain over 2,000 members. And the game they made, named Giant Growing Simulator, would be the main source of income for Robux, since the game was decently popular at the time, gaining a strong 1.2 million visits with over 5,000 favorites. The Robux income was really good to say the least. This would cause Derpy to start live streaming Please Donate and giving away Robux to viewers, and since he was also kind of friends with Hasm, who was the owner of Please Donate, he was pretty successful in that too, because Hasm would donate over 1.4 million Robux to Derpy. That's almost $5,000 in real money, which is just insane. But out of nowhere, he stopped posting long-form content back in May 9th of 2020, with his last video being about TikTok Roblox music IDs or codes. His channel started dying, which would result in Derpy no longer posting on YouTube period. His last visible source of activity of his channel was a community post which has only 28 likes, and as of now, all of his live streams are either unlisted or private, as they are no longer visible on his channel. As some of you might have expected, his stats were severely declining, and it wasn't just YouTube, because as of around September of 2022, his Twitter would start declining too. Despite all of that success that Derpy had amassed across the majority of the most popular social medias used today, his name became irrelevant across the Roblox community. Now you may ask, what exactly happened? Well, this situation goes a little bit deeper than just Roblox content creation. It dives into the dark secrets kept behind closed doors that nobody even knew about.
However, there's a lot more to add on to this, such as how he tried to lie about not knowing he posted it, lie to multiple YouTubers, try to come up with excuses, sat there for an hour trying to get out of writing a twit longer admitting to it, and just try to get out of all the allegations.
On the 16th of March 2020, Derpy would post a video on the very popular chatting software known as Discord, in which was the very video that would end his entire career. The video in question contains a little child doing something pretty explicit to a chicken, which is considered CP, aka child porn, which is illegal. Now that may come across as a big shocker to most. I still feel shocked about it to this day. As someone who used to be friends with FT Derpy, he seemed to be against people sending or owning CP, creeps, etc. So this is not only contradictory, but also disgusting and deplorable. To make things worse, Derpy even admitted to this as well. On around December the 27th of 2022, Derpy will post a now deleted post on Twitter that states, "In 2020, when I was 16 years old, a situation transpired in which I saved and posted an uncensored shock video of a child doing something disgusting with a chicken. I posted this in a GC, where edgy humor and shock content was normalized, and looking back on this in current time, I realized that this was absolutely disgusting, indefensible, and unacceptable. There was no sufficient context which would make this situation acceptable, and for that I have decided to take a long break after addressing this situation on my channel to reflect upon my actions. I understand if you do not wish to forgive me, you are totally within your own right to do so, but I would like to clarify that I am not a P-word nor a predator. I do not have any interest in children. I'll be reflecting offline." Now, I don't understand why Derpy would delete this response of taking accountability, as it just makes me think that he didn't mean any of that whatsoever. But just a day later, on December 28th of 2022, a YouTube video made by the Internet Police Branch 18B would be uploaded, in which contains multiple YouTubers known as Parlo, Cole, and others confronting Derpy, as they were friends with him as well.
All of this is clipped here from this Discord call, and I will try to put subtitles in the stuff that he did to explain what is going on for those who don't know.
The main thing which has happened now is that I got intel that a specific video was posted in 2020, and I want to know if that's true, that video did get posted, and if it is, why you posted it.
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
If you posted that, like, how would you not remember posting that? Like, that video of all things.
I mean,
and it
I've
wasn't
never
just,
seen
it
the
wasn't
video
even,
myself.
it wasn't just a screenshot from it, it was the full video.
I mean, if it's real, I'm willing to accept full consequences of whatever. I just don't remember sending it.
I mean, I don't know
I
the
mean-
context of why you would send a video like
I know.
that. Oh, I'm not clicking that.
You don't have access to the link?
Yeah, okay, well
Is that in
that's the
server?
message, that's the message link. No,
Oh
you
yeah,
said it.
you
Oh,
rascal.
that could be
Is it
any-
archived?
Unbanned.
Yeah, okay, could you maybe like crop it so there isn't any of the video, but just like crop it, like copy, I don't know, like just prove that that's the message link. Oh my, that's actually him! Derpy, what is your problem? Okay, Derpy, what do you have to say?
Nothing. I guess I did it.
What's the context? Was everyone just spamming memes, or was it like, was he talking
Oh,
about
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
if there was any context, I believe the
server
context was to be
very
shocking.
unmoderated. This is the old general. Keep in mind, you don't make a new general unless something happened.
Or you just
And-
wanna...
Right.
Okay.
This is a
Alright,
P
so-
server, so at the time, pre-COVID, man.
It
Shock
really just
humor.
makes me dumb.
I mean, nice, yeah, shock humor, I guess.
Okay.
My kind of shock humor doesn't really involve, sending videos which can get me done for 20 years in federal prison.
Send up.
What? What? Are you?
You guys hear that?
Are you asking for CP now?
Whoa, dude.
What?
It's CP?
Okay.
It's a
It's-
child
okay.
having sex with a chicken.
You know,
How is
I'm
that
like,
not CP?
loud.
Now there, what I've just showed was Derpy basically admitting to posting the video, so none of this is faked at all. If you want to watch that full discussion, I'll leave it down in the description below. Now, if you thought things couldn't get worse, then you'd be wrong, because there is an allegation towards Derpy that came out around the time he was getting exposed for posting CP, which contains Derpy being an alleged P-word. Just to clarify that this is more of an allegation, and not an exact confirmation of Derpy being a predator, but it's most definitely concerning to say the least. Now, there was this girl who I will be keeping anonymous who was around 15 years old when she was a moderator and friend of Derpy, and keep in mind that Derpy was 19 at the time, so he is an adult. But not only did he not pay this girl as much as he said he would, which I'm guessing this specific individual would be paid by Derpy himself, but he would also talk about other girls and how he could do inappropriate things with them, and even sometimes talk about how this person looks in a quote-unquote nice way, which is alluding towards the fact that Derpy was allegedly talking about this 15-year-old in a creepy way, while he was at least 19 at that time. This is just unbelievable at this point. It's the fact that I was actually decent friends with this person that really bothers me. I mean, literally, we would support each other on our own live streams, give each other Robux, etc, etc. Now, enough of my sob story on how I used to be friends with this guy or whatever, as that's not the main point of this video. The main point I'm trying to explain here is that FT Derpy had huge potential in the Roblox community. He had so many things going his way, as he was hitting it pretty big on Twitter and just general notoriety overall. It really sucks to see Derpy turn out this way, And these series of events, including him posting CP and allegedly talking creepily towards a minor, were the very things that ended this person's entire career for good.